the most impressive stunt of the movie. Together with a friend, they confront the bad guys. KRK gets branded a terrorist. The end. Surprise! Okay, the climax is actually incredibly funny. I'm going to spoil it because the movie is hard to find. I assume most of you won't be watching it anyway. But if you want to experience for yourself, skip ahead. So, in a genius move that would make Neil Breen envious, KRK walks up to a corrupt politician and forces him to sing the national anthem, or else he'll blow everyone up. When no one knows how to sing it, KRK proceeds to stare into the camera and lectures the audience. And the audience nods in agreement. Splendid. Suddenly, he has an urge to open a shop and sell some nutcrackers. It was at this moment he knew he should use Squarespace, because with Squarespace he can easily create a professional website from scratch using pre-made templates. The editing process is intuitive even for someone with no web design experience. But that's not all. As adrenaline courses through his body, he sees the deeper truth. That Squarespace is excellent for online commerce. He can do more than open a shop. There are also analytic tools to monitor traffic, do search engine optimization, and even do his taxes. Once this is all over, he'll for sure start his free trial at squarespace.com/accentcinema. Using the code accentcinema even gives him 10% off his first purchase. And now, all he needs to do is survive this. Aw shucks. Guess he made his realization too late, but you can still do this. Visit squarespace.com/accentcinema and start your website today. I hope my summary expresses how hysterical this movie is. For good measure, here are a few specific examples. In this flashback, we see KRK being beaten by his abusive father. The camera slowly zooms out, showing this dummy standing there looking perfectly fine. Dude's acting is another highlight.
लगता है इतिहास के पन्नों से निकलकर महारानी लक्ष्मीबाई खुद मुंबई आ गई हैं.
While other actors are all infinitely more competent, the dialogues were still written by KRK.
दुनिया में जो भी जंग हो रही है, वो गुस्से की वजह से हो रही है. अगर दुनिया में अमन और शांति चाहिए, तो गुस्से को काबू में रखो. सब सुकून हो जाएगा.
Ah yes, if a lot of people love each other, the world would be a better place to live. It may seem like I'm dogpiling on KRK, that's because I am. Every cult classic has a spiritual leader. The Room has Tommy Wiseau, Fateful Findings has Neil Breen, and this movie has Kamal R. Khan. It's the aura of the auteurs. The fact that KRK is a YouTube film critic makes this movie even more of a riot. That's right, the man has a YouTube channel with 1.2 million subscribers. From what I've heard, he's famous for talking smack about other Bollywood celebrities, resulting in a diss track against him and even being arrested for defamation. I can't speak Hindi, so I can't fact check for details, sadly. What's more relevant is KRK's Twitter. Just a glance and you quickly realize the man is very politically active. Indeed, in 2014, KRK even tried to run for office. It's a mindset that perfectly explains the movie. After all, he is, at its core, a political film. As a North Indian working in the Mumbai film industry, his frustration with racism and corruption must be at least somewhat genuine. Some may find his depiction contrived, but racism is inherently contrived to begin with. It's hard to fault the sentiment. Behind the buffoonery is an almost respectable mind who wanted the world to be a better place. But KRK also has a molestation complaint against him, so, you know, I retract my respect. I've been comparing KRK to Wiseau and Breen, and that's on purpose. As I was watching this film for the first time, I was delighted by the striking similarity between this film and the bad movies I love. As mentioned, this movie was made in the 2000s but looks 80s, just like The Room and Fateful Findings. These movies all have lead actors with zero charisma but way too much confidence. Luckily, KRK doesn't strip naked. Nevertheless, he plays a character whom women fall for no discernible reasons. Both KRK and Breen wanted to spread a good message, and both of them knows little about the topic.
हिंदुस्तान में 31 राज्य, 1618 भाषा, 6400 जातियां और 6 धर्म होने के बावजूद हिंदुस्तान एक है.
There are only 28 states in India.
Isn't that corrupt?
Finally, there's the desperate attempt at clinging onto relevancy. After people laugh at The Room, Tommy Wiseau began claiming it to be a comedy. In the same way, people think KRK is an idiot, so he plays into everyone's expectations. Here we have an Instagram post from KRK. Quote, "Congratulations to me, hashtag Dr. KRK. And here is a tweet from him that says, "I have proved by one single film, Death Story, that I am the best." The man, at this point, is clearly self-aware. We live in an age of a performative economy. Political pundits, conspiracy theorists, crypto bros, every celebrity wannabe embraces controversy while hiding behind a thin veneer of sarcasm. It seemed to me that KRK is doing the same. Since the release of the film, KRK has embraced this idiot persona. Instead of self-reflecting, the man seeks to be provocative at every corner. Indeed, KRK may actually be a comedic genius. Yet, regardless of if he is truly delusional, the man has chosen his side and made his statement. Thus, the rule of goats applies. As the rule stated, if you fornicated with a goat, even if you did it as a joke, you are still a goat f***er. What was I talking about again? In a way, I find it rather refreshing that despite Indian cinema being so different, our bad movies are still bad in the same way. Underneath the different methods of expression is the same desire shared across cultures. From depicting himself as a national hero to acting like an idiot in real life to grab your attention, KRK wanted fame, wanted recognition, much like Wiseau and Breen. And so, they all fulfilled that fantasy by making vanity projects. On the other hand, be it KRK, Breen, or even James Wan, they all made attempts at sending positive messages, as shallow as those attempts are. I suppose the rule of anti-goats also applies. Even if you did a good deed for attention, the good deed is still done. It's an interesting duality of human desire, one which, as a fellow YouTuber, I find it oddly relatable. Perhaps when we laugh at the film, we are just sharing a moment of vulnerability.